Jared Tenebe, the Edo State APC chairman, his checkered past resurfaces amid defamatory outbursts against Igodalu by Omorodion Omoregi. Can you imagine? So now this Jared Tenebe is the APC chairman in Edo State that, accused Igodalo and Obaseki of stealing billions, unlike the new APC governor that we have in place now that was not able to present his 2025 budget to the state assembly. So I know that defamatory stuff, the PDP governorship candidate, Aswa Igodalo, through his legal chambers, Bangu and Igodalo in Lagos, has issued a letter giving him 7 days ultimatum, that giving Jared 7 days ultimatum to apologize in the pages of newspaper, withdraw the statement, or face legal action. So in the midst of that defamatory issue on his neck right now, Omorodion Omoregi has gone out to dig out Jared Tenebe's past. That's what we're seeing here. So now let's get into what was dug out and let's see what exactly it is. The recent defamatory remarks by Jared Tenebe, acting chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC in Edo State, calling esteemed lawyer and People Democratic Party candidate in the last governorship election in the state, Aswa Igodalo, a thief, have drawn widespread condemnation. His recent social media post threatening the life of a critic, Fares Okpere, has also sparked outrage. Exactly. So Igodalo is a lawyer and his chambers is Bangu and Igodalo. So the irony is that the accusations of the chairman of the APC and threats have only reignited the scrutiny of Tenebe's own tainted past. Oh boy, they won't dig him now. I'm telling you, he has entered one chance. This included a notable court case in 2014 involving alleged fraud and crude oil theft, as well as allegations of misconduct while in the military service. Oh, so Jared Tenebe was a military man. Can you imagine? And that is a serious matter. So Tenebe's record is fraught with controversies that cast a long shadow over his credibility. So in October 2014, Tenebe, then an Edo State gubernatorial aspirant, made national headlines for all the wrong reasons. He was arrested and arraigned alongside 6 others for an alleged crude oil theft scheme valued at 1.2 billion naira. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission brought the case before the Federal High Court in Lagos, alleging that Tenebe and his accomplices conspired to defraud the federal government by unlawfully exporting crude oil to Ghana. Oh boy. So the charges, according to court document, included forging documents purportedly issued by the Nigerian Navy and falsely claiming to have clearance for the illegal export. The EFCC asserted that this fraudulent activity caused significant financial loss to the nation's coffers. They don't deal with that. The severity of the allegations led Justice Okon Abang of the Federal High Court to deny his bail application, citing the gravity of the offense and its implications for public trust. Though the case stalled over time, it left an indelible mark on Tenebe's reputation. Of course, Nigerians know how to stall cases, especially if high-profile persons are involved. So adding to the litany of accusations are unconfirmed reports that Tenebe was dismissed from the Nigerian army in murky circumstances. These reports, though unverified, have gained traction, fueling public skepticism about his fitness for leadership. Bam. So the latest development further exposed a pattern of outbursts amidst growing concerns over his troubling behavior towards critics. So in a formal petition filed with the Department of State Services in Benin City, lawyers representing social commentator and activist Honorable Pius Fares Okpere accused Tenebe of threat to life, cyberbullying, harassment, intimidation, and conduct likely to cause a breach of peace. So the petition detailed a chilling Facebook comment posted by Tenebe on December 10, 2024, in response to Okpere's critique of governance in Edo State. So Tenebe's comments included alarming threats such as some people will have to excuse us from Edo now, and if they refuse, they will be forced out. We may start with you, and that your friend Fares will soon see something. You know I don't joke. If I say it, I mean it. If I ask you to leave and you refuse, you will be killed. Can you imagine? So according to the petition, these threats left Okpere, a well-known social critic, in a state of fear for his life and unable to return home. So his lawyers described Tenebe's action as a gross abuse of his position as acting chairman of the APC in Edo State, using his influence to intimidate and silence dissenting voices. So the petition calls for an investigation and swift action by the DSS to safeguard Okpere's fundamental right to life and dignity, which they argue have been gravely violated by Tenebe's remark. So this incident, coupled with the defamatory attacks on Ighodalo and Tenebe's checkered history, paints a disturbing picture of a desperate political figure whose actions threaten to undermine democratic values and the rule of law in Edo State. So these open threats, which are seen as an attempt to intimidate dissenting voices, have drawn widespread condemnation from civil society groups who argued that Tenebe's menacing remarks are a dangerous affront to freedom of speech. So one activist noted, when political leaders resort to threats of violence or defamation to silence critics, it reflects an alarming erosion of democratic principles, of course. So against this backdrop, Tenebe's recent defamatory outburst against Ighodalo has been described by many as an attempt to deflect attention from his own controversies. So in a video circulated earlier this week, Tenebe accused Ighodalo of having stolen billions, a claim swiftly debunked by Ighodalo's legal team at Bango and Ighodalo. So the lawyers characterized the allegations as wholly untrue and deliberate effort to damage our client's well-preserved reputation. So they further outlined the damaging implications of Tenebe's statement, noting that the video was widely circulated on platforms such as Arise TV, Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So in their letter to Tenebe, Ighodalo's lawyers stated, these very serious allegations are wholly untrue and constitute a calculated attempt to tarnish our client's reputation. Our client has never been charged with or convicted of any offense, let alone theft of public funds. So the legal team has demanded an immediate retraction and apology from Mr. Tenebe, noting that the video has caused their client significant distress and harm. They described the allegations as a calculated attempt to damage our clients' well-preserved reputations. Oh boy. So it is ironic that a figure like Tenebe, whose past includes unresolved allegations of financial misconduct, would accuse Mr. Ighodalo, a respected lawyer, corporate leader, and former gubernatorial candidate, of theft. The contrast between the two men could not be starker. While Tenebe's public record is tainted by allegations of serious fraud and misconduct, Ighodalo has built an impeccable career as the founding partner of a leading law firm and distinguished public figure. So one political commentator remarked, The hypocrisy is astounding. Someone with unresolved allegations of defrauding the nation of billions has the audacity to accuse another of theft without a shred of evidence. So the resurfacing of Tenebe's 2014 scandal has sparked renewed calls for accountability and transparency, particularly in political discourse. Political analysts have decried the use of intimidation, falsehood, and character assassination as tools to distract from pressing governance issues. So these developments highlight the urgent need for accountability and decorum in political discourse. Civil society and political analysts alike have called for an end to the weaponization of falsehood and the resort to intimidation tactics in politics. So the right to free speech, a cornerstone of democracy, is not absolute. It ends where the rights and dignity of another person begins. So speech that incites harm, spread falsehood, or threatens another's life and safety crosses the line from expression to abuse. So in this context, Tenebe's defamatory statements against Iwodalo and violent threats towards Okpere are a blatant violation of these boundaries, even as they undermine individual rights and erode the principles of respect and accountability essential to a just society. So as Nigerians await Tenebe's response to the legal demand, the spotlight on his credibility grows brighter, raising pressing questions about the moral standing of those in public leadership. For many, the case is a stark reminder that integrity, not intimidation or defamation, should define public office holders. Omoregia, a public affairs analyst, writes from Benin City. Oh boy, this is serious. And obviously, it's so unfortunate that those that are supposed to be behind bars are the ones lording it over us. Of course, that is Nigeria for you. People that should be behind bars are the ones that are in authority. Quite unfortunate. And that is why the security agencies, the legal institutions, and judicial institutions, and all of them are something else today. And so let us look at the books relating to the years at Alagodaro, which Aswe chaired for 7 years in Edo State, to know how transparent they are. Okay, go and bring the record now if you have it. You don't need to come and suggest it. Somebody said, I want for politics, so person I go see white, he go call him black. Person go see white, he go call him black. They say when you point one finger to somebody, remember that the other 4 fingers are pointing back at you. This write-up will die here. Will not see the light of the day. Idiot writer, can you imagine? Somebody is already getting intimidated with the write-up. Those who live in glass house should not throw stones. A word is enough for the wise. Of course, that is for Jared Tenebe. I do not welcome these grammars. What is Iwodalo waiting to take legal actions against this nuisance called Tenebe? They go sue him. They just give him 7 days grace to retract his statement. If not, he will see the next level. Tenebe is a well-known criminal and a hard drug addict. He is a... Can you imagine? Do you have record for that insinuations? You need to tell us. At Omoregia, it is very clear, even to Ifu, that you were given dirty brown envelope to do this hatchet job on behalf of politically failed Iwodalo. From the nonsense you wrote to damage Tenebe's reputation, there was no where you mentioned that Tenebe was convicted in the law court on court of your false allegations and were brought against him. Why this noise from you? Shebi you have eaten your dirty envelope for the job. Go sleep, Joe. Can you imagine this person don't he don't talk your own? It is a hired write-up to defame Tenebe, whom we all know as a credible and upright man. Okay? You do me, I do you. Who will go pay? Nobody. So now this one now is a very his own dirty past has been dug out now, so he needs to come and clear it. And now he has also been petitioned. Petition has been written against him for threatening somebody's life. So he's in for the dirty waters. Let him get ready. Thank you for listening. Let's have your comment on this.